The road is a dangerous place where you must always keep all of your senses activated. One mistake and you might lose everything. From a car crashing into another vehicle to a truck crushing everything in its path, anything can happen here. That's why we'll bring you 5 unbelievable accidents caught on camera in today's video. So, what are we waiting for? Let's start. Number 1. Tailgator Hits Car. This video shows how tailgating another car can seriously escalate the situation into a horrifying accident in a matter of seconds. The video was released by the government of UAE, where on May 6, 2023, a black car on a highway tried to overtake another silver car. The overtaking goes very wrong due to the violations of numerous laws. The tailgater's first mistake was driving too closely to the silver car. Then, it tried to overtake it at a very short distance, which resulted in a collision between both vehicles. The car that got bumped due to the reckless driving of the other was dragged across the other end of the road until it got slammed into the road barrier. The silver car suffered a severe impact and it took a 360-degree spin and then stopped near the road barriers. Meanwhile, due to losing control, the black car went much further from the silver one and finally stopped. The impact was undoubtedly very serious, especially the smoke and fumes that covered the entire area, displaying how bad the accident was. So, if we analyze the situation, we can see who was wrong. The black car violated the traffic rules. Aside from that, tailgating is a serious offense that can result in severe damage. Let's rewind to the part where the black driver tailgates the silver one. In this situation, what if the silver car suddenly stops? If that happens, the black car will bump right into the silver car, resulting in a severe collision and much more damage to the car behind. That's why tailgating or driving too closely should be avoided at all costs, and keeping a distance will avoid numerous accidents. What else could have happened in this situation, which thankfully didn't happen? When the black car tried to overtake the silver car, you could see that it dragged it all the way across the road. If you notice, numerous other cars are on the highway at a very high rate of speed. Surprisingly, the collision between both cars dodged every other vehicle, but what if it didn't? Meaning that it could have been much worse. Numerous cars were lucky that day, or else the reckless driving of one person could have taken multiple lives that day. So now you know what tailgating can get you on a busy highway. Number 2. Red car runs the red light. The crash we'll show you now will blow your mind away. The video you're seeing was recorded on a Saturday morning at the intersection of Lakeland Drive and Hugh Ward Boulevard.
And Hugh Ward Boulevard. The video shows a red car run the red light and crash into the side of that white SUV.
In the video, you can see that a red car appears out of nowhere and tries to cross the road even when it's a red light. Maybe the driver was in a hurry and couldn't wait for a few minutes till the light turned green. Their impatience resulted in a bad day for them and 2 other cars. When the red vehicle tried to cross the road already occupied by another lane, it bumped right into a white SUV. Due to the strong impact, the white SUV bumped into another SUV, stopped at the intersection, and completely flipped over upside down. The accident caused severe damage to all 3 cars. The red car's bumper got completely torn off, while the white SUV enjoyed its time in an upside-down world. Meanwhile, the innocent SUV got a taste of a fellow white SUV for no reason. Aside from all the jokes, the accident caused a lot of damage to all the cars in the collision, and it was all thanks to the red vehicle that was in a hurry to cross the road. Now they have a broken bumper and must wait longer than 2 or 3 minutes. They could have avoided that if they waited for the light to turn green. According to the person who recorded this video, a woman and 2 children were in the red car while a woman was in the white SUV. Thankfully, none of them got injured and all of them were safe and sound. Aside from that, no criminal charges were filed, resulting in a peaceful end to a bumpy day. Maybe the red car owner learned that reckless driving will take them nowhere and will only make things complicated. Traffic rules are not something to be taken lightly because your recklessness might take another life, and no one wants that to happen, right? So next time, if you're in a hurry and are stuck under a red light, remember this video before you make any move that you might regret afterwards. Number 3. Speeding through traffic lights. Here's another clip that comes from the UAE. This video was taken from a surveillance camera which the government released in February 2023. In the video, you can see how a reckless driver causes severe damage to multiple vehicles. The car speeds up and tries to go through 2 other cars, which are slowing down to stop at the signal. The driver must be thinking that he's Jason Statham from The Transporter. The driver ignored the area between the 2 cars and tried to go through them, resulting in a collision and loss of control. Due to high speed, the car, even after the failed attempt to squeeze through 2 cars, escalated towards the several vehicles that stopped at the signal on the opposite side. The car skidded on 2 wheels and smashed into multiple vehicles, resulting in great damage and humiliation. Even the delivery boy on the side of the road was baffled by the sudden events. This incident thankfully didn't result in any injuries, but for the cars, they can blame the reckless driver. Number 4. Car crash in New York. The video was retrieved from a car's dashboard in upstate New York. It captured some of the most horrifying moments in the history of road crashes. The video shows how a single car crash causes a massive pileup on the entire road. The cars bumped into one another, causing significant damage to the vehicles.
Dashcam video out of upstate New York where a crash caused a massive pileup. You can see a truck plow through a line of cars. One of those cars actually caught fire.
The terrifying moments come when a massive loaded truck out of nowhere plows through the crashed vehicles, crushing them even more. The cars got smushed under each other, and later in the video, you can see how one of the cars near the roadside barrier caught on fire. Inside the burning car was a trapped woman. The bystanders didn't wait for a second, tried to put out the fire with fire extinguishers, and successfully pulled the woman out of the car. The woman suffered only minor injuries like cuts and bruises, but 10 people were severely injured and had to be rushed to the hospital. The crash undoubtedly left many traumatized that day, and the entire scene is just horrifying to look at. All the cars got crushed, and due to the truck being heavily loaded, the overall damage was maximized. Number 5. The car splits in half. If you don't like to watch cars crashing into each other, then you might want to skip this one because it might haunt you for life. The incident happened on Chicago's southwest side, where an SUV collided with a white Ford Mustang that was traveling at a very high speed. The Mustang crashed right into the Toyota SUV that, as you can see, was trying to take a left turn until it got completely smashed and split in 2 parts.
Almost unheard of. Police say a 50-year-old man was driving their car around 4:45 in the morning. Another car going southbound hit it, severing it in 2. The victim was taken to Christ Hospital in critical condition.
The surveillance camera captured the horrifying scenes before the crash. The Mustang and SUV suffered a great impact, leaving them mangled. The debris of the SUV scattered all over the place while the vehicle split into 2 parts. The 50-year-old driver of the SUV was severely injured and was rushed to the hospital. The driver of the Mustang tried to run away from the scene, but the police caught him and sent him to the hospital as well due to severe injuries. Both cars were left unrecognizable thanks to the sheer impact. The locals often complained about how drivers drag race on this busy road, meaning that it had been an ongoing issue for quite a while. But sadly, this time, the poor SUV driver suffered the consequences of reckless racing on a busy road. Drag racing has been a worldwide issue and is one of the significant reasons for horrifying accidents that take the lives of numerous innocent people. And this time, a 50-year-old SUV driver faced horror thanks to the so-called fun racing of other drivers. That's it for today. Hope you all learned a lesson that when you're on the road, the lives of the people, including you, are in your hands. So, be responsible and follow the traffic rules because who knows, your reckless driving might ruin someone else's life. It's better to change yourself now rather than regret it later. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.